The 2014 FIFA World Cup Kia Pre-Match has been presented by Kia Sorento. Kia, official partner of the 2014 FIFA World Cup.
Perfect weather conditions at Estadio Nacional in Brasilia. Argentina and Belgium in this quarterfinal. Derek Ray and Casey Keller. Good afternoon, guys.
Argentina and Belgium.
Thank you very much, Bob. Good morning, everyone from Brasilia. The only quarterfinal at this year's extravaganza that throws together South America and Europe. Argentina and Belgium, two of the original World Cup participants back in 1930. That they have made it this far is no particular surprise. What's perhaps more remarkable is the symmetry at work. Both have recorded 4 wins in a row at these finals, all by a single goal margin. Both have at times come in for criticism due to the apparent lack of aesthetically pleasing football. There is a feeling that Argentina and Belgium have additional gears still to find. A spine-tingling welcome. Belgium today, where the USA had dreamed of being. You've got to give the Red Devils credit. It was the most compelling performance so far. And don't forget, this is a team sprinkled with a considerable supply of stardust.
Today, the football community is celebrating its 13th annual Anti-Discrimination Day.
Well, as you'll have gathered, the football community this weekend celebrating its 13th annual Anti-Discrimination Day.
We encourage all players.
As part of the global fight against racism and discrimination. And the two captains will be asked to make declarations on behalf of their own national teams. It's all being explained now in Portuguese. Alejandro Sabella, the man at the Argentinian helm. So it was a meritorious victory against the Swiss, believing that Argentina controlled the game. Should have had it finished off much earlier than the 118th minute. Should tell you about the weather. It's a beautiful day here in Brasilia. Very low humidity, as tends to be the case.
Con el poder del fútbol podemos ayudar a erradicar el racismo y la discriminación de nuestro deporte y de toda la sociedad. Nos comprometemos a alcanzar esa meta.
With a declaration on behalf of the Argentinian national team, rejecting discrimination on any grounds.
Namens het nationale team van België veroordelen wij elke vorm van discriminatie in voetbal.
Vincent Kompany for Belgium, condemning any kind of discrimination in football.
À bannir la discrimination de notre société et à permettre que chacun puisse s'intégrer dans notre sport. Ce n'est qu'en alliant nos forces que nous y parviendrons. Alleen samen zullen wij hierin slagen.
So now we are ready for the two national anthems, and it will be Argentina first. Argentina, plenty of vocal backing in Brasilia today. They're only 1,500 miles from Buenos Aires. The Canción Patriótica, the Argentinian national anthem.
National anthem of Belgium. E agora, o hino nacional da Bélgica.
national anthem of the Kingdom of Belgium, the Brabant song, which dates back to the securing of the country's independence in 1830. They met twice at the World Cup, both in the 80s. Tournament opener in 82 when Belgium won, and in the semi-final 4 years later when Argentina were victorious. There's the Argentinian side, 3 changes in all. One of them is in midfield, where Fernando Gago makes way for Lucas Biglia, normally a favoured substitute of Alejandro Sabella. The other switches are in defence. There is a first appearance at this World Cup for Martin Demichelis. Federico Fernandez drops out, while Jose Maria Basanta replaces the suspended Marcos Rojo. Casey, the tactics for Argentina.
Yeah, it's all eyes on Lionel Messi. The only real question is can he get that supporting cast to chip in and help him out?
The message is crystal clear. Say no to racism. Well, if you're handed a high-profile quarter-final and it's your 3rd match of the tournament, chances are you've impressed your FIFA bosses. Italian referee Nicola Rizzoli, an architect by profession, is in charge. Two high-profile captains, Messrs Messi and company. Belgium did have a slight doubt about the fitness of Toby Alderweireld and Jan Vertonghen, the 2 fullbacks. Both have been given the all-clear. The man who really made things tick against the USA was Kevin De Bruyne. Eden Hazard has had a poor World Cup so far, it has to be said. Kevin Morales comes in for Dries Mertens. Divock Origi keeps his place in attack.
Yeah, Derek, this is a team that forced Tim Howard into 16 saves in their last match. The big question is, can they turn some of that offensive into goals as opposed to just chances?
Marc Wilmots and Alejandro Sabella, the 2 managers. Who will outfox whom? Time will tell on this glorious day in Brasilia. Marc Wilmots, who scored 5 goals as a player at the World Cup. That is a Belgian record. Alejandro Sabella trying to prove that he is the right man for the job. Can't really argue with the results so far, but the performances must improve. They've become very Messi dependent. Almost ready for the off, but there is a slight problem with the pressure of the ball. So a replacement has been called for. Belgium, by the way, the smallest country at the World Cup in terms of land mass. Indeed, you could just about fit Belgium into the state of Massachusetts. The continuing quest to be crowned kings of world football. But one of these 2 will see their claim to the throne fatally undermined in the Brazilian seat of power. Belgium attacking the goal to our left in the first half. Daniel van Buiten up towards Kevin De Bruyne. Zabaleta didn't have the best of games against Switzerland. Plenty have been off form for Argentina. And it came down to Messi and Di Maria in the end last time out. De Bruyne with a pass. Activity for Basanta, winning his first start of these finals. Well, Casey, for you, tactically, what will be important today?
I think it'll be really important for Argentina to get possession in midfield and try to find Messi in good spots. If they have to play it long, this Belgian center-back duo will win everything in the air. And then it's very important for Belgium, I think, to get out on the break, find De Bruyne, let him create, let Morales try to get in behind. And then that man, Eden Hazard, he needs to be a little bit less selfish, just get his teammates into the game a little bit more.
Axel Witsel together with Javier Mascherano. 2 midfield fulcrums for their respective sides.
Yeah, those two are going to be battling throughout this match. Two players don't shy away from a challenge.
No quarter asked, no quarter given. It's taken by Vertonghen towards Fellaini. Demi Celis playing in central defence for Argentina today. Here's De Bruyne for Belgium. It was tempting to try to get Fellaini to use his aerial prowess. So lock defences. Messi. Oh, and space here. Lavezzi. Away by Kompany. Well, that's normally where Alderweireld would be positioned. An early scare for the Red Devils, Casey.
Messi draws so much attention that space just becomes available. Lavezzi does a great job of getting into that far left-hand corner, but unfortunately the cross for Argentina just not where it needed to be.
Demi Celis trying to feed it forward. Higuain has had a disappointing time of it. So let's talk about the fantastic four for Argentina going into this tournament. Sergio Aguero not part of the equation because of injury. As things stand. Higuain couldn't locate the ball. Away by Witsel for Belgium. Chase for Origi. With Sergio Romero, 27-year-old Argentinian goalkeeper. Romero is the reserve keeper at his club side, Monaco, in Liga in France. Biglia normally comes on as a substitute to make sure nothing untoward happens in the closing stages of matches, but starting this game, Di Maria with a bob and a weave. It's away by Alderweireld. Lively start.
It has been. Argentina, once they get possession, you can see how dangerous they are getting out on the run. Lavezzi, Di Maria getting wide, allowing Messi the opportunity in the time and space to make something happen out of the middle.
Thibaut Courtois doesn't know what it is to lose with Belgium. He's never tasted defeat. Following in the footsteps of some of the great Belgian goalkeepers, the likes of Jean-Marie Pfaff, Michel Prudhomme, Fellaini. Well, the challenge did come in. Mascherano is attending to his duties up against Mirallas. Mascherano felt that Mirallas went to ground a bit too easily, Casey Keller.
Yeah, and you can see on the replay there was really no contact. Red call by the referee.
Well, it's a wonderful occasion. It's a terrific venue. The Estadio Nacional do Brasilia here in the capital. This futuristic city was built over a 4-year period in the late 1950s. There's all three branches of the Brazilian government. It's going to go Argentina's way. Fellaini had something to say to referee Nicola Rizzoli. Di Maria to say that it was worth a crack at goal. Biglia does a lot of the tidying up. Interesting that Argentina have gone for Demi Celis. He's only recently returned to the Albiceleste fold, having been on the outside looking in for the best part of 3 years. Ended up being a success at Manchester City. Of course, he's been a favourite of Manuel Pellegrini for a long time. Worked together in the past. Now trying to do the job for Alejandro Sabella. Absolute bedlam here in Brasilia. And it's great to have you with us on ABC. Derek Ray here in the commentary position with former US national team goalkeeper Kasey Keller. Interesting, Casey, to get your take on the two keepers. Romero, as we said, doesn't get a lot of club action. Courtois, on the other hand, just about flawless these last 2 or 3 years with Atletico.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of question about Romero just not playing really only a handful of games this season for Monaco, but he really has come up with the goods when he's needed to for Argentina in this tournament. And as you mentioned earlier, Courtois unbeaten in 21 matches for Belgium. You know, a lot of people thinking that it was probably going to be Simon Mignolet.
Lovely stuff there from Messi. Di Maria and Higuain! What a start for Argentina! The drought is over for Gonzalo Higuain! Argentina fluid, cogent, right from the off.
But winning the ball in midfield just makes things happen. Taking on Belgian defenders, getting the ball wide. Overlap comes, cross comes in, and benefit of a deflection. Higuain just spins, hits the volley. Absolutely no chance for Courtois. We talked about the supporting cast stepping up and giving that support to Lionel Messi. But Higuain does exactly that. What a fantastic finish from a proven goal scorer.
A moment of unbridled joy for Gonzalo Higuain, but Belgium have got to pick themselves up. First goal for Argentina from Higuain in almost a year. Man who netted 4 times at the 2010 World Cup. He's the second top scorer in South Africa. Off the mark here in Brazil. And Argentina off and running.
They are. They've actually had a great start. Belgium tried to put Argentina under a little pressure in the first couple minutes. Once Argentina got to the speed of the match, started to control the ball in midfield, it really has been the blue and white controlling this match and creating the chance and now the breakthrough.
Different challenge for Belgium today. In the games up to this point, they've been charged with the task, essentially, of taking the game to the opposition. They all approached this match knowing that that probably wouldn't happen. Of course, there were those, Casey, who felt that might actually suit the Red Devils.
Yeah, there's a little bit that this is a good counter-attacking team and probably a good reason why Morales is starting ahead of Mertens. But so far, Argentina does an excellent job at keeping possession, getting the ball in difficult situations and really eliminating that Belgian threat to get out on the counterattack.
Well, the partying has started. It's the Argentinian supporters still early though.
But you have to say, the advantage to Belgium should come in set-piece opportunities. They're a big team with a lot of big bodies and can prove difficulties for Argentina.
Alderweireld with the throw. He's looking for the head of Fellaini. Eden Hazard. And from La Louvière. It's where Enzo Schiffer was born. One of the Belgian greats from the past. Played in the 1986 Argentina-Belgium semi-final at the World Cup. Fellaini couldn't quite get there. Argentina have a wonderful record when scoring first in World Cup matches. To win 37 times. Just to defeat just twice from that position. Vidalas, he's gone down again. Advantage with the Belgians though. Witsel. Alderweireld is looking for Vertonghen. Control just letting him down. Vertonghen, who was an injury doubt.
Another replay of the goal. You see the benefit of the deflection, but Higuain not wasting the opportunity. Di Maria puts the ball in. Nice little bounce, just wrong foot's company, but really nothing he could do. Just an excellent individual effort from Higuain to open his account.
Well, sometimes you've got to be a bit lucky, and it did fall very kindly for Higuain. But he took the chance when it came. The man who scored 17 goals in his first season with Napoli in Italy, Serie A. There's Mascherano, the man they call El Jefecito, the little chief. Vessi. It's a sore one for Daniel van Buiten. Fellaini towards Origi. Argentina with the early goal, courtesy of Gonzalo Higuain. He's actually born in France, Higuain, the city of Brest in Brittany. His dad was playing football there for Stade Brestois, Stade Jorge. Here's De Bruyne trying to make something happen. A bit optimistic maybe from there, however.
It kind of started with a poor pass out of midfield from Messi. Messi then tries to make amends. Does an excellent job of putting under pressure, but the ball falls to De Bruyne. It's a shot from distance that he gets just a little bit off.
If you're wondering about that pronunciation, you probably heard the surname said in many different ways. He is from the Flemish part of Belgium, and there they say De Bruyne.
We'll call him De Bruyne.
Well, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Van Buiten is letting it run through to Courtois. You mentioned Thibaut Courtois, excellent for Atletico Madrid. They win the Primera, recipient of the Zamora Trophy the last couple of years. Goes to the best overall goalkeeper in the Spanish Primera. And Belgium trying to force a corner. And they have succeeded. Eden Hazard going to work. Well, this ought to give Belgium an avenue of hope, as you mentioned, Casey. Fellaini, Van Buiten in there. It's a very disappointing delivery from De Bruyne, and he acknowledges that fact.
Yeah, that's a big wasted chance for Belgium. They have a significant height advantage. They have to be in their game plan thinking that those would have been good opportunities. And the service not leading up to that expectation. De Bruyne has really performed extremely well throughout this World Cup, and they'll expect better from him as this game continues.
Mascherano's pass to Biglia. Zabaleta. Lionel Messi, by the way, winning his 91st cap. He's level now with a certain Diego Maradona. Man who wreaked havoc against Belgium in the semi-final of the World Cup back in 1986, when last Argentina were victorious. Well, here they come again. Higuain towards Di Maria. Start to scrape it into the stride of Messi. De Bruyne. Here's Vertonghen. Scored the goal that defeated South Korea in the final game of the group stage. Guaranteeing a Belgium-USA round of 16 encounter. Vertonghen again on the left, tries to outrun Di Maria. Oh, it was an excellent ball. Certainly made the Argentinian defenders think. Garay to the rescue.
Yeah, Vertonghen doing a great job of coming up in support on that left-hand side. Di Maria kind of bit at one little move. But Di Michaelis, Ngarai in great position.
Kevin De Bruyne, but the referee wasn't quite ready for that. Nicola Rizzoli. Back and forth between the two Manchester City men. Tony Chalis and company. De Bruyne trying once more. Could have gone anywhere, really.
Yeah, that's much better from Belgium. Company taking up that near post spot, just trying to flick the ball on. Just got a little bit too much of it. Goes just over the bar. Romero now can clear.
Just a reminder, ESPN's coverage of the FIFA World Cup quarter-finals continues today at 3 Eastern Time on ESPN. The Netherlands against Costa Rica as they battle for the last spot in the semi-finals. Adrian Healy and Alejandro Moreno will be your commentators. That's 3 Eastern on ESPN and watch ESPN. It was a whirlwind start to this game. And Argentina striking first. Romero at the other end hasn't had an awful lot to do. His brother Diego is a professional basketball player in Argentina. He used to play college basketball at Florida State. Thibaut Courtois, as we mentioned, Atletico Madrid. Parent club remains Chelsea. As we wonder at what point Courtois is going to be the first choice at Stamford Bridge. Probably pretty soon, you would have to think.
Well, there's a big question in exactly what Chelsea are going to do. And here's a replay. Messi just getting a little bit tight to Witsel. But back to Courtois. Yeah, there's a little talking. You know, it's not like Chelsea don't have a pretty good goalkeeper already in Peter Cech.
It's company for Fellaini to go after. Witsel, a little bit slack from Argentina. Hazard's pass. Alderweireld. Swept along the well-trodden path from Herminal Beerschot in Belgium to Ajax in the Netherlands. Now with Atletico Madrid in Spain. Hazard, was there a bit of contact? Apparently not. It's been a bit of a struggle for Eden Hazard to impose himself on these finals.
Yeah, he's had lots of good little opportunities, and sometimes I think he just tries to be a little bit too over-intricate at times. I think if he just gets into a little bit more 1- and 2-touch passing, well, there's a little bit of contact in there, but I don't know. The referee deciding, Rizzoli, that not enough to warrant the free kick. But I think if he just kind of simplifies things a little bit and then allows himself the opportunity then when he's in good positions to use that great one-on-one ability that he has.
50th international appearance, by the way, for Eden Hazard. Very much a free spirit as footballers go. I suppose that can be a strength as well as a weakness. Gonzalo Higuain with the 1 goal of record here. Going out of play off the boot of Jan Vertonghen. That was beautifully done by Di Maria. It can't just be about Lionel Messi. We heard Santiago Solari talking about the Messi dependencia. Others have got to chip in. Di Maria certainly did in the last game. Even when Maradona was at the peak of his power, as he had, the likes of Jorge Burruchaga, later Claudio Caniggia, to dovetail with. Mascherano kept it on the ground, the flick by Di Maria. Zabaleta made the long run from right back. into the Belgian penalty area.
But where Messi is so dangerous is when he can bring a big crowd around him. And that flick from Di Maria, he can bring a big crowd around him and then be able to find that pass to open players.
Hazard cutting in from the right-hand prong of the Belgian attack. Alderweireld. Knocked on its way by Fellaini. Trying to claim it. There's Romero, the flag had gone up anyway.
Yeah, you think Argentina will do a good job of just pushing that line high. And there's those skills of Di Maria that you were talking about.
See how close this was, Casey.
Maybe just. But you see that line is going to try to push Belgium high, try to push Fellaini far away from the goal so his aerial ability doesn't come into play too often.
Origi.
Yeah.
And the flag was raised.
Yeah, once again, that line just stepping nice and high. Origi just a little bit slow to see it. And once again, Argentina now relieves that little bit of pressure that Belgium are so trying to create after going that goal behind.
On 9 occasions at this World Cup, teams have come back from deficits to win. It's the joint most in World Cup history. As Belgium had to do it the hard way against Algeria in their very first game. Belgian goals tend to come late, tend to come after the 70th minute in actual fact. Fellaini. Van Buiten out to Alderweireld. Hazard. Can't be a magician with the ball at his feet. Pretty well shackled though at these finals, and the pattern continues.
They had 2-3 opportunities to find the open man, just took too long, and now Argentina out on the break.
What can the Argentinians conjure? Well, nothing comes of that. Company was alert against Lavesi, De Bruyne. Origi, only 19, remember, became Belgium's youngest World Cup goal scorer with the late winner against Russia. Belgium certainly not panicking, trying to get into a passing rhythm. Origi. Robbed of it. And away goes the ubiquitous Messi. Didn't really have any support, he was happy enough to do it on his own. Well, damage done as the ball came back off referee Nicola Rizzoli. Hazard. Went across the border to France, to Lille at a young age. And the insistence of his father to improve his football skills. Here's De Bruyne. And Romero pushing it away. Well, better from Belgium. But have they left themselves exposed? Messi. It wasn't quite the ideal touch. Company's there. And Messi has transgressed.
Yeah, it was a difficult touch from Messi. Originally off of a difficult ball, trying to play through. He knew he had to get out quickly. And here's a De Bruyne with the shot from distance. Romero elects to push away, but here's from a little while ago, really not much contact on Messi. Messi knew he had no other options, tried to win a free kick for his side.
Axel Witsel. In many ways, the extended arm of coach Mark Wilmots out there on the pitch. Trapped by De Bruyne. Nobody there to snap onto it, away by Basanta. Not decisively, however. Alderweireld. Mirallas. Giving Argentina something to contemplate.
Well, I kind of like what Belgium decided to do. Just whip balls into that 18 area. Try to make things difficult for the Argentinian back line.
Taken by Alderweireld. Shouldered by Fellaini. Daniel van Buiten, oldest member of this Belgian squad by some distance, at 36. Just also prior World Cup experience, played in the 2002 finals along with Mark Wilmots. Axel Witsel. Kevin Mirallas. The post, remember, with a free kick after he'd come on as a substitute against Russia at the Maracanã. Company in danger of being outpaced by Di Maria. An effective block though. Excellent defending in the end by Vincent Kompany. Play rages on here. Argentinians would like it to be stopped, and it will be now. Di Maria flat on his back.
Yeah, you see an absolute fantastic pass from Messi. Di Maria comes through, cuts inside, hits the shot. And then he really goes down, holding his leg. We'll wait and see what the outcome is. That would be a big loss for Argentina going forward.
Well, it's been about Messi for Argentina so far here at the World Cup, but it has also been about Di Maria. Actually, given the fact that treatment is being administered to Di Maria, the players have made their way over to their respective technical areas, reaching for a bit of liquid refreshment. She said it's not excessively hot or humid here in Brasilia, actually quite comfortable. And Di Maria back on his feet. That's the good news for Argentina.
Yeah, he comes back inside, he takes the shot. And he kind of feels something in his non-shooting leg, and you can see that's a look of disappointment from Di Maria.
Argentinian supporters thoroughly enjoying themselves, so close to home relatively speaking. It's Mark Wilmots and Belgium chasing the game. And Di Maria still standing up.
Now it looks like they're just trying to put a little heat on there, try to loosen up his right leg, his right quad.
Like Messi, Di Maria was born in Rosario, through the ranks at Rosario Central, a local team. Higuain probing this time. An exquisite flick. Zabaleta, Higuain. Put it on by Mascherano. His nickname El Jefecito, the little chief. Of course, El Jefe, the chief himself, was Leo Estrada, who preceded him at River Plate. Actually was Mascherano's coach at River Plate.
Yeah, Mascherano does such a tremendous job for Argentina, just in front of that back four. Cleans up so many situations.
Messi was in position to receive it again. Seen Basanta get forward terribly often. Measured header away by Kompany. Not too many worries about the Belgian central defence. Criticism sometimes levelled against the fullbacks, who are really themselves central defenders. Alderweireld and Vertonghen. Now, let's see what happened just seconds ago. referee is calling for the stretcher.
Yeah, we're not quite sure. I think this is just a continuation of that thigh problem that Di Maria has.
This is not what Alejandro Sabella needs. He's already lost Aguero. The initial report was that Aguero would be out of the World Cup, although in the last few days the word is that he might be able to return before the tournament is over if Argentina can stay in it. Enzo Perez, the substitute, getting ready to come on, receiving his tactical instructions from Alejandro Sabella. Well, this is a very worrying sight if you're an Argentinian supporter. Angel Di Maria walking off the pitch.
Got the winner against Switzerland late in extra time, has looked lively at the start of today's match.
So Enzo Perez takes the place of the stricken Di Maria. Enzo Perez of Benfica played under Alejandro Sabella at Estudiantes, from La Plata in Argentina. Here is Vertonghen. Belgium have quietly been making inroads. One Fellaini is the offender. Di Maria is going to be a spectator the rest of the way. End of the match, of course, in the Champions League final for Real Madrid against Atletico. Well, Messi might have to do it on his own. Nothing new there, you might say.
Yeah, I think Messi's up to the challenge, but he was being very successful in finding Di Maria running into space. So Perez is going to have to come in, try to make an impact. Higuain has done a fantastic job holding the ball up, bringing players into play. But of course, all eyes on Messi as usual.
Once again, Argentina passing particularly well from the back. It was Garay under-hitting it. Witsel for Belgium. Here's Vertonghen. Ahead of Zabaleta. Vertonghen once more. And Vertonghen of Tottenham Hotspur. The Premier League in England. Premier League, the best represented league in this Belgian squad. Serie A has that honour for Argentina. The Basel Company. There's a couple of sports bars in Belgium these days. Known as Good Company. Here's De Bruyne. Stripped away by Biglia. Decisively, Van Buiten. And for Mirallas to pursue. He's not getting very much sympathy out there. Mirallas.
I think we've seen a pretty good consistency from the referee. Di Maria with the ice bag on his quad, as we thought was the issue. But I think Rizzoli has done a very consistent job of allowing a fair amount of contact equally for both sides.
Well, I hope you're enjoying this, wherever you're watching. Quarter-final stages of the 2014 FIFA World Cup. And Argentina, 1 goal to the good. But if you have just come in, Angel Di Maria has had to go off injured. Wilmots and Belgium sense that they can get in behind the Argentinian defence. We shall see. Zabaleta. Higuain. Taken away from him by De Bruyne. The pass goes astray. And De Bruyne trying to prove Chelsea wrong in their assessment of him. Sold him on to Wolfsburg in Germany, of course, a proven commodity in the Bundesliga.
And there's confirmation that De Bruyne just kind of stomping on Higuain's foot. Higuain not happy about it. De Bruyne not happy about it, but the game goes on.
De Bruyne is actually requiring treatment now, Casey. Just off the pitch as we speak. There's Basanta, plays his club football in Mexico for Monterrey. He's done so since 2008. Messi. Mascherano. De Bruyne wants to return to the action. Here's Perez. De Bruyne has trotted back on. Argentina last got past this stage of the World Cup in 1990. It's en route to the final. Beat Yugoslavia as they were then on penalties in the quarter-final that year. Messi trying to work his way through a thicket of Belgian legs. Free kick on the very edge of the penalty area. The Messi mélange befuddling the Belgians.
Well, it starts with an absolute phenomenal first touch, and he rides 2, 3, maybe even 4 fouls before finally succumbs. That's usually a foul anywhere you're at. Just a little kick between the legs and stepping on the feet, and you do anything you possibly can to stop that man, and sometimes you still can't.
It really is a joy to watch. Well, Courtois is making sure all the angles have been taken care of in that Belgian wall.
And Messi's ability to skate around multiple players in tight corridors is about as good as any player in history.
Messi scored from a free kick against Nigeria in Porto Alegre at the end of the group stage. This is a lot closer to goal.
Yeah, these are the situations for goalkeepers where it looks like what Argentina is trying to do is put a second wall next to Belgium's wall just to try to get Courtois unsighted. Very difficult for a player to get this up and down over the wall from this distance to put any pace on it. But if Courtois can't see it, he can't save it.
Here is Lionel Messi. He had eyes for goal as the Belgians held their breath.
Yeah, this is where he's doing. He's hitting right over that wall that's trying to unsight Courtois. The wall moves maybe a little bit too early. Messi has to hit it with power if he knows he's going to get it past the side that Courtois is guarding. And he just misses that upper corner. Not by much.
Oh, slick, elusive stuff again from Argentina. Messi tried to get himself involved. Being passed to him by Perez. Inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. The goal for Argentina, courtesy of Gonzalo Higuain in the 8th minute. De Bruyne picking Messi's pockets. Towards Hazard. So trying to get into his stride. Comes off Perez. Belgian ball. Vertonghen. Oh, tantalising one. And the bullet header just a fraction wide from Mirallas.
Yeah, we felt that these would be the opportunities where Belgium could capitalize. Good quick cross into the box. Mirallas has space. and just cannot direct it on target.
Quick reminder about ESPN's coverage of MLS on Sunday. Sporting Kansas City against the Chicago Fire. That's 3 Eastern on ESPN on Sunday, also available through Watch ESPN. Top 2 teams in the Western Conference. Locked on 25 points. DC United were victorious recently. There we have it. MLS to come. You're watching the quarter-final of the World Cup here in Brasilia, with the first half ebbing away. And Messi tasked with taking the corner. Well, difficult to beat in the air, Belgium. You can call upon the likes of Witsel and Fellaini to act as defenders. A sun-kissed afternoon here in the Brazilian capital. Remember, coming up during the half-time interval here on ABC, Bob Lee in the studio with Roberto Martinez and Santiago Solari. Roberto Martinez, the manager of Everton. Santiago Solari, former Argentinian international. Stanley Chalis. On a few occasions we've seen passing like that from the back from Argentina.
Yeah, it's just that they know that they don't have the options to play the ball long. They're trying to force it into midfield. Belgium kind of jumps the pass and have been a little bit unfortunate not to maybe take advantage of 1 or 2 of those and create a better goal-scoring chance out of it.
Well, Belgium trying to steer it forward towards Fellaini. Flick by Hazard. Creating a pocket of space for himself. Fellaini. We have Mirallas available just higher up the pitch. Kevin De Bruyne. Away by Basanta. Messi. A hop, a skip and a jump. So he looks for options. Didn't have too many, to be fair, Lionel Messi. Biglia. Perez.
Yeah, having that early goal has allowed Argentina an amount of patience.
Messi. Ezequiel Lavezzi. Messi. Just couldn't keep control of the ball.
Yeah, Lavezzi had to whip it in there to try to find the space for Messi. Messi, if there was a player that could maybe bring down that pass, it was him, but not on that occasion.
There'll be a minimum of 2 added minutes. We said earlier, Belgium not afraid to leave it late, not afraid to rely on substitutes. Yes, they have Romelu Lukaku available in reserve, Dries Mertens too. 2 players who have both scored as substitutes at this World Cup. Mirallas getting the starting nod in this game. Just how would you sum up what we've seen so far, Casey?
I think it was a decent start from Belgium. Argentina hits them with a fantastically taken Higuain goal, and then from that point on, I think Argentina has just been extremely patient in just keeping good defensive shape, back 4, 3 more or less holding midfielders, allowing Messi to try to do something special. We've seen a couple fantastic passes, brought Di Maria in, brought Lavezzi in. Belgium trying to hit back, trying to get possession, trying to create chances, but really have been unable to really create any clear-cut opportunities.
There's a drop of the shoulder from Eden Hazard. Not enough inspiration from Hazard. Argentina will be well pleased with the state of play. Less enamoured with the fact that Angel Di Maria has had to leave the game through injury. They still have Messi on the ball now. The first half in Brasilia comes to an end. Argentina not wasting any time. That man, Gonzalo Higuain, with his first goal of these finals, and Belgium have some thinking to do. 1-0 to Argentina. Back we go to Bob Lee.
Thank you, Derek. It's been 24 years since Argentina have been in a World Cup semi-final. They have won their first 4 matches of this World Cup by 1 goal, and they have the 1-goal lead at the half against Belgium as we say hello back at our Rio de Janeiro Copacabana Beach studios with Roberto Martinez and Santi Solari. Roberto's going to tell us why the best may be ahead for Belgium, and Santi's going to tell us why so far Messi dependence working to a T for Argentina. We're at the half in Brasilia. Higuain, his 22nd goal in the national shirt for Argentina. Argentina have the lead. Argentina's fortunes at high tide here in Rio. We'll see if there's any Belgium second half magic back in Brasilia. They're happy Argentina have the lead. Derek Ray, Casey Keller. Gentlemen.
Thanks again, Bob. Welcome back to Brasilia. And the omens look good for Argentina. I say that because they've held the lead at half-time in World Cup finals matches. They've won their last 25 on such occasions, going all the way back to 1962. They are going to have to do it without Angel Di Maria. Belgium still in this. A little bit on the passive side, though. The first half Belgian display. What's in store for us in the second 45? Argentina get things going, attacking the goal away to our left. Zabaleta sliding it all the way back to Sergio Romero. Gonzalo Higuain's 8th-minute goal. Well, Casey, what are you looking for in the second half?
Well, I think we're all looking for a response from Belgium. How are they going to break down that bank of 4 and bank of 3 that Argentina drops back into so comfortably? They can allow Messi the opportunity just to take 2 or 3 players on by himself. They don't have to commit the numbers forward. So it's really going to be interesting to see how Belgium decides how they're going to adjust to try to get back into the match.
Jose Maria Basanta. It's his 11th international appearance. He's in the lineup because Marcos Rojo is suspended. Took his 2nd yellow card of the tournament against Switzerland. Also after this round, the yellow cards are wiped out. He'll still be suspended for the semi-final, though. The 2nd yellow card of the competition today. Biglia, Zabaleta. Space afforded Higuain. The company tried to plug the gap at the concession of a free kick.
Yeah, I'm sure Belgium would much rather have Higuain running at him than Messi. But as he turns, company tries to win it. Kicks out the striker's legs.
Is this within Messi's bailiwick? Decides to chip it in. Comes harmlessly through in the end. Argentina have been going to the Messi well this World Cup, and they have been drinking copiously.
Yeah, Messi looks like he's just trying to find Basanta at the far post. Basanta gets held up, and the ball comfortably goes out.
Smothering stop by Romero. They call him Chiquito in his family, the little one. He's the smallest of four brothers. Mentioned earlier, one of his brothers, professional basketball player. Shortest of the brothers at 6'4". Here's Garay. Not only 3 league starts for Monaco this past season, Sergio Romero. Really understudy to Daniel Subasic. Just trickling out of play. It's got the best efforts of Higuain. Jan Vertonghen. Hazard. He's the man who has to make things happen. Belgium have designs on a comeback. Witsel. Going to get back from De Bruyne. Here's Eden Hazard. Vertonghen queuing up inside the box, and it comes off Zabaleta last of all.
A little bit of space. Good 2 touches on that occasion from Hazard, finding Vertonghen in all kinds of space.
Chadis keeping a weather eye on Fellaini. It's gone Argentina's way. Pablo Zabaleta, captain of the Argentinian under-20 side that won the World Championship back in 2005. Began his career as more of a defensive midfield player. He's made a name for himself at right back. Just brushed off De Bruyne. Basanta. It's a change of gear. Van Buiten. And only 12 Bundesliga appearances last season for Bayern Munich. Nicola Rizzoli is the man in the middle. Italian referee. Ouch.
Well, just a little follow through from Fellaini on Biglia.
Argentina looking to force their way through. It could have gone anywhere. Took a deflection, Higuain shot. And the Belgians were scrambling to an extent.
Yeah, Alderweireld steps out as Higuain comes in, just turns his back. Ball could have gone anywhere. And it's off of Van Buiten, just goes wide. Courtois very relieved to see that go wide.
Taken short by Lavezzi. Now Lionel Messi. At the head of De Bruyne. Messi. Beautifully done. Ezequiel Lavezzi. He jibs Alderweireld right across the face of goal.
Yeah, good individual skills. This time, as you can see in your picture, no Argentinian striker coming in to get on the end of it. But Lavezzi creating an excellent opportunity. Good 1-2 with Messi on this left-hand side.
Ezequiel Lavezzi tries again. Once again, his opponent is Alderweireld. They're hanging in the air. Ended up staying in play for Perez. Hazard trying to do the defending here for Belgium. Perez wanted it back. Biglia helping out. The whistle had gone. It's going to be a free kick. Hazard acknowledging his part in that. And the referee has got the card out. Long, slow walk over there by Nicola Rizzoli. looking for Hazard.
Yeah, Hazard just lifting up. Foot raised. You raise that foot, you come in. You're pretty happy to get a yellow card when that situation happens, because it can be so much worse. But not a lot of contact made, and I think that was the reason why Hazard just sees the yellow.
And Messi in no great rush. I've become a big fan of that aerosol can. No scope for the players in the wall to move too early. Messi, Courtois. He had a bit of difficulty picking that up. Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, I think like most young goalkeepers, the part of your trade that usually takes the longest to develop is your timing on crosses, and Courtois does just enough to get a fingertip, but has to concede another corner.
Taken by Lavezzi, comfortable for Courtois.
Yeah, pretty straightforward on that occasion, and now Belgium have a great opportunity to get out on the break.
Did Argentina overcommit somewhat at the set piece? It's De Bruyne for Belgium. Well, there it ends for the Red Devils. And disappointingly, Higuain, oh, he's full of vim and vigour. Inches away.
Now, well, what a great, determined run from Higuain. Gets the benefit, once again, of a little bit of a deflection off a company. Kind of puts it through his legs. Comes off his heel. And you think at this point it's all Higuain. He lifts it over Courtois, but just lifts it too much.
Well, that's how close it was. Gonzalo Higuain, he's got one already. His brother Federico, of course, plays in Major League Soccer for the Columbus Crew. It all happened so quickly as well. Belgium appeared to be onto something.
Just a little bit of an overhit cross from De Bruyne, and that was all it took for Argentina to win back possession and get out on the break.
Mascherano tries to release Higuain. Vincent Kompany. Actually, the majority owner of a football club in Belgium, BX Brussels in Division 3B. It's his way of giving back to the community, trying to promote underprivileged young players. BX Brussels, very commendable. Axel Witsel, and now Toby Alderweireld. He did well to carve out the throw. Messi trying to become the extra defender. There's Kevin De Bruyne. Witsel. Tongan off to his left. There's the other way, back to De Bruyne. Origi. Not quite what he had in mind. There's Higuain once more. And Messi had a bit of pursuing to do.
Yeah, Higuain just pushing Messi too far wide.
Well, we wondered, didn't we, Casey, at what point Mark Wilmots would make changes. It's going to be a double substitution. Both Romelu Lukaku and Dries Mertens are at the ready. Players who know what it is at this tournament to score as substitutes. Kevin De Bruyne. There's Marwan Fellaini. Plays off Zabaleta. Fellaini. De Bruyne just lost his concentration for a fleeting moment, and here's Higuain.
Higuain really has done an excellent job today, just holding possession, being that lone man up top, allowing Argentina to then come out of their shell and get into the attack.
So I think it's been Higuain's best game at these finals by some distance. Stoppage in play. Belgium will make their 2 switches. Lavezzi. Seemingly couldn't stop him. Kompany. That's all Kompany once again. Is the ball going to stay in play? What's going to happen here? It goes out. The referee can have a look at Ezequiel Lavezzi.
You can see Kompany a little bit fortunate. Catches Lavezzi before the ball.
There's going to be one striker for another. Off goes Divock Origi. And on will come the man they call Big Rom. Romelu Lukaku. Scored against the USA in the last round. Kevin Mirallas departs as well. Hasn't had the happiest of outings.
Yeah, pretty straightforward substitution. Just the opposite of what we saw in the US game. But Origi really not able to create any chances. You just knew it would be a minute, only a moment. And when Lukaku was going to come in and try to make a difference.
This is what happened again to Lavezzi. It was forceful by Kompany. Was it excessive?
Well, I think it was just a little bit mistimed, and he got a little bit fortunate from the referee's angle. It looked like he had won the ball, but he'd kind of gone over the ball with the first challenge and maybe a little bit on the follow-through, but I'm sure Lavezzi will be all right.
Yes, he does want to make a swift return. Ezequiel Lavezzi. What is it about Belgium at this World Cup? The strikers who have started haven't done the job, but Fellaini here, steaming in, rising into the heavens, and my goodness, Marwan Fellaini didn't miss by much.
Well, this is exactly what Belgium have been trying to do, and they just have not been able to do it, is get Fellaini to come in late. Good service from Vertonghen on the left-hand side. Fellaini getting the better of Basanta, and he knows he really could have done better with that opportunity.
Fellaini scored in the first match for Belgium at this World Cup against Algeria. Dries Mertens, of course, likewise delivering off the bench in that game. Argentina looking for the second goal that would go a long way towards securing their place in the last 4. But the door remains ajar for the Red Devils. Vertonghen. Little tango. Vertonghen and Biglia. Tango need a bit of work. Fellaini squared up again to try to make contact with it. And it came off an Argentinian player last of all. Argentina taking issue with that decision.
Yeah, I think what they were taking issue was the 3 Belgian players who looked to be in an offside position.
Yeah. Well, he's done it a back turn here, the referee, Casey.
Well, I think he looked over to his linesman and saw that the linesman had his flag up for offside. And I think that's what the Argentinian players were trying to point out to Mr. Rizzoli in the middle.
To the Spain-Netherlands match in the group stage. Also Argentina and Nigeria in the group phase. Nicola Rizzoli. Still just Higuain's goal on the score sheet. Could have had a second.
This was the chance. You thought when he got to the situation that he was going to put it away. It's the width of the crossbar that denied him a second.
Careful. It got Alejandro Zabala excited.
Yeah, Zabala saw the semi-finals with that goal, or what could have been from that goal.
It's very nearly a dizzying moment. Alderweireld, and he's far from happy to have been penalised. Higuain going down.
Yeah, but great work from Higuain to work back, help his team defensively, wins possession, feels the contact, maybe goes down a little easy after the contact.
Vertonghen as the player fooled. Plenty of pacing around in the technical area. Marc Wilmots. It's a hard taskmaster. And left. Nothing on the field as a player. He was a thorough professional. Witsel's pass for Belgium. So Witsel of Zenit in the Russian Premier League. Fellaini trying to open up the Argentinian defence. De Bruyne. And Lukaku was hovering inside the box. Wilmots happy to give the ball to Kevin De Bruyne as Belgium get on with it. Mertens for De Bruyne. Low first time ball. Oh, it's gone back to Romero. And off his own player, off Garay. Safe pair of hands.
Yeah, Romero does an excellent cross from De Bruyne, just whipping it into that near post space. With Lukaku around, Garay can't risk letting it go through, and in the end, he almost puts it through his own net.
And Belgium have to chase back, and quickly. Zabaleta for Argentina.
But Argentina in no hurry, unless they have a clear-cut opportunity to take players on one-on-one. They're just going to slow it down.
Mascherano. Don't normally see Mascherano as high up the pitch as that, and he finally ran into company. 20 minutes have elapsed in the second half.
But then what you did see from Mascherano, as soon as he knew it immediately, got back, helped win the ball back into possession for Argentina.
Moving towards the time when Belgium usually score, certainly at this World Cup.
Well, they have left it late.
Alderweireld. Vertonghen. And Romero watches it. The goal kick is the outcome. Well, who's it going to be? Argentina or Belgium? Belgian supporters growing increasingly nervous.
And you just have to think the more risk that Belgium has to take to try to get that equalizing goal, will that allow more space for Messi?
Fellaini, winners of this quarter-final, will play the winners of the quarter-final to go ahead later between the Netherlands and Costa Rica in Salvador. Well, the Argentinian choruses echoing around the Estadio Nacional here in Brasilia. They've made just about every stadium seem like a home away from home at these finals. Argentina. And Lukaku was trying to apply a bit of pressure. Away by Basanta. And Messi, nearly. Company solving the problem. Biglia. And this time the card has come out. Referee Nicola Rizzoli shows it to Toby Alderweireld. That's going to be significant if Belgium move on. Would mean a suspension for Alderweireld.
Yeah, Alderweireld just had to make the challenge. He couldn't allow Biglia an opportunity to try to bring Messi back into the play. He had space out wide.
Confirmation. What it would mean for Toby Alderweireld. First things first for Belgium, they've got to get themselves back into the contest. Mascherano, deftly done. Messi. ESPN's coverage of the FIFA World Cup semi-finals will continue on Tuesday at 3 Eastern on ESPN. Brazil and Germany battling it out for a spot in the final. That's Tuesday, 3 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, and watch ESPN. And if anything, the Argentinian supporters getting louder as this quarter-final gets older. Messi. Trying to dribble his way through. He's looking for options.
What he does such a great job of is when he doesn't have space, he finds some way to win a free kick, win a throw-in, and just keep possession for his team, wasting more time off the clock.
Substitution time for Argentina. And off is going Ezequiel Messi, to be replaced by Rodrigo Palacio, striker who plies his trade with Inter in Serie A. Scored 17 goals for Inter last season. It's been a fairly effective substitute for Argentina at this World Cup. The flag was raised.
Well, Lavezzi worked hard, created a couple decent chances in the first half. Didn't have a lot of opportunities in the second. I think once that goal was scored, he understood that he needed to concentrate a little bit more on defending than getting up into support. And I'm sure Palacio has exactly the same instructions. Support when it's available, but not at the expense of allowing Belgium to get out on the counter.
4 of Belgium's 6 goals at this World Cup have come after the 70-minute mark. 4 of the 6 from substitutes. Toby Alderweireld with the throw. Looking for Fellaini. Free kick.
Yeah, Fellaini arguing the push.
Just haven't seen enough in the way of incisiveness from Belgium. Still time for them, though, to rectify matters.
I think Argentina have done an excellent disciplined job of just not allowing Belgium the space to get out on the break. Use their pace, use their creativity. They've stifled it at every opportunity.
Decision has gone Belgium's way. The team that defeated the USA in the round of 16. Tipped by many to go far at this World Cup. Van Bouten up to Lukaku. Fellaini. Now Mertens. Oh, it's not going to work its way to Vertonghen.
Argentina does a great job of just collapsing in on Fellaini. Looked like he had a little bit of space for a second, but Argentina making sure that that space goes away in a hurry.
Here they come again, the Belgians. Witsel, speculative shot.
Well, once again, it's a poor pass out of the back that almost put Argentina under pressure. Not for the first time today, but they do, once again, they do a great job of recovery.
Kevin De Bruyne. Quick throw to Romelu Lukaku. Fellaini's waiting inside the box. Romero couldn't quite get his gloves on it properly. Mertens. What can Belgium throw at Argentina in the closing stages? Vertonghen, free kick. And a yellow card to boot. Well, he's no stranger to cautions, Lucas Biglia.
Yeah, just stepping in the way, obstructing the path of Vertonghen. Now, these are the opportunities that Belgium has not had enough of for their liking in the match.
Well, look at this. Eden Hazard bids goodbye to this game to be replaced by Nacer Chadli. It hasn't really been Hazard's World Cup.
No, it's been really ineffective once again today. So much so, his manager deciding to make that change, bringing on Chadli to see if just they can change their fortunes somehow.
Mertens, wide it goes.
Now that's a big, big waste by Mertens. You have all those big bodies. Throw the ball in there, make it difficult for Argentina. Elects to shoot from a difficult angle. And I think that was the big question mark coming in on this Belgian team. Yes, a lot of young individual talent, but could they gel together as a team? We've seen just those little situations that have told us that these young players aren't quite ready just yet to put it all together.
Action stations for Belgium. Well, this is when they offered pounce. It's Lukaku and it's offside anyway. Nacer Chadli.
But one thing this Belgian side does have is a talented group of individuals, and at any time, the likes of Lukaku, Chadli, Mertens, De Bruyne, they can do something special that can just make the difference.
It's been 1-0 to Argentina since the 8th minute. Pass by Alderweireld. Van Bouten. Here's Basanta. Messi. Well, understandable that Argentina, under the circumstances, would be in no particular rush. For an Argentinian fan, every second must seem a bit like a minute, every minute rather like an hour. Messi, want to buzz onto the scene again. Goal kick.
Yeah, you still feel that Messi's just waiting for that one more opportunity just to do something special.
Fellaini trying to win his battle in the air. It's up against Demichelis. It's Manchester United against Manchester City. Talking of City, here's Kompany. Well, this is not helping matters for Belgium.
And Argentina just doing a very professional job, just slowing the game down, winning set pieces, winning throw-ins. Frustrating Belgium every chance they get.
Just a quiet little word there between the referee, Nicola Rizzoli, and Axel Witsel. This is what happened to Higuain. Messi. Still going. The man who's so difficult to contain. Sabaleta steps in. Tried to again. Just haven't seen enough from Belgium in an attacking sense, really.
Well, and I think you have to give credit to Argentina. They've done a fantastic job keeping a very organized back four. Your two holding midfielders, Mascherano and Biglia, have just got into the space, made it hard for the quality of Belgium. And that skill to really get going, to really bring players in. And then where you thought was going to be Belgium's strength is on set pieces. The service just hasn't been there.
Just a quick reminder about ESPN's MLS coverage continuing on Sunday. Sporting Kansas City against the Chicago Fire. That's 3 Eastern on Sunday on ESPN, also through Watch ESPN. And those two teams are in the Eastern Conference, not in the West, as I might have told you earlier. Higuain dispatching it with aplomb back in the 8th minute. He's played his part. A man who's come in for a bit of criticism. And Argentina are going to try to shore things up by bringing on Fernando Gago.
Well, despite the goal, Higuain working extremely hard for his team defensively, holding the ball up well. Had a great opportunity to get a second.
Messi trying to cut a swathe through the Belgian defence. Alderweireld reacting. Basanta. Well, at times in this competition, Argentina looked as though they're playing almost in a straitjacket. However, decent shape about them here, and they look organised.
They do. They look tremendously organised. They got the early goal. They didn't have to push numbers forward to come out of that good defensive shape. They've still had opportunities to double that lead, and at the same time have made it extremely difficult for Belgium to create any really great goal-scoring chances.
But it's frustrating, this, for the Red Devils. Just can't get the ball. Time now, one of the great Belgian enemies. Gago, having come off the bench. Biglia. Down went Demichelis. He continues. Sabaleta. Oh, he had space. And he had Palacio available.
Yeah, I think everybody was expecting the cut back to Messi at the top of the box. They found that little bit of space.
And it was a clear trip by Lionel Messi.
Now, he knows he's got a little bit more defensive responsibilities now. This late in the match, just decides, I'm going to come back, just slow down Witsel, stop any idea of a counterattack by Belgium.
Vertonghen was headed on decently that time, offside though. Well, the flick on by Van Buiten. Fellaini had strayed.
But that's how organized this back line is. They step up well. The flick comes, 2 players offside. Thank you very much. We'll just waste a little bit more time. Slow down on this set piece. Romero now can smash the ball back down in the Belgian half.
Belgium in their first major tournament since 2002. Much has been made of the so-called golden generation. So keep in mind it's a pretty young squad. The time might yet come at the next European Championship finals or perhaps the next World Cup. But the future is now. Fellaini again, there's the extra attacker, De Bruyne took a deflection. Belgium have to be content with the corner.
I've been a little bit surprised with Belgium just hasn't gone more route one to begin with. Just stick Lukaku, Fellaini up in there, knock balls in the area and just try to pick up the pieces. It almost came for him at that occasion. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that in this final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Fellaini will go up as an extra striker with Lukaku, and they're just going to throw a lot of balls straight in that area.
De Bruyne.
You gotta miss the first guy, Derek. You gotta miss the first guy if you have a chance.
Let's come back towards Lukaku. Flag was up again. Offside again. But Gago did get a touch on the ball. Going back to the initial corner, Casey.
But that's how clean they are. They just step up, and it's very clear. Offside. Give Argentina credit. They've continued to frustrate Belgium by just being that little bit more clinical.
Well, we're going to see a bit of Belgian magic. Argentina continue to bar the way to goal. Messi, twinkle toes himself. Palacio in pursuit of the ball. There is Courtois.
And this is where Palacios has to get back quickly. Yes, it was a little bit too long from Messi. He's a substitute. He should be fresh. He should be getting back in that defensive position. De Bruyne is wide open out here. Belgium's right-hand channel.
It's edge of the seat theatre. And Belgium did have it deep inside Argentinian territory. Whistle's gone yet again. And I tell you what, the Argentinian supporters doing a wonderful job of playing the role of 12th man.
Yep, they have.
Basanta has been pulled back up onto his feet by Romero. Well, they haven't won the trophy yet, but Argentina on course for the last 4. Well, the favourites of a few before a ball was kicked in anger. Remember, whoever wins this quarter-final will play the winners of the other quarter-final going on today. Netherlands against Costa Rica. Belgium haven't given up just yet.
Now Argentina are definitely going to have some desperation defending in these final minutes as Belgium throws caution to the wind and just tries to put as much pressure as possible.
Fellaini
on
corner.
This Argentinian defense, and it's gonna keep coming, Derek. It's gonna keep coming.
Basanta got the last touch. Well, it's seen as a strength of Belgium's play. Set pieces, Mertens with this one. Does somebody want to bundle it over the line? Well, not here. Chadli firing it back, and it's slithering away as far as the Red Devils are concerned.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of...
Oh, wait a minute here, Van Buiten. Oh, it bounced. Van Buiten tried to react to that bounce.
Yeah, it was a handball. I think it came off Van Bouten's arm, but I'm not a big fan of Argentina dropping back so deep and just allowing Belgium just to put a ton of service into the box. I'd like to see him get a little bit higher and try to make that service a little bit more difficult. They have a very distinct height disadvantage, Argentina.
Final minute of normal time. Should be a reasonable chunk of stoppage time, you would think. Vertonghen. Van Buiten now effectively an auxiliary attacker. Well, why not? And Messi wriggles with the ball at his feet, but one of his teammates is down here.
I think this is a collision between Zabaleta and Perez. Perez, I think, just getting the wind knocked out of him, but it's not a nice feeling.
Well, we should get word very soon in terms of how much added time. Indications are a minimum of 4. That was just before this stoppage. Tension-laden quarter-final. I think they've changed it to 5, yes. 5 added minutes, Casey.
Well, and I think we all understand what Belgium are going to try to do. They're going to put the big bodies up front, just try to dump it into the penalty area, hope for a deflection, a misclearance, just kind of fall into the path to see if they can somehow find a way past this very resolute Argentinian defense.
Won't be the longest 5 minutes of his career. Well, by the way, been 11 second-half stoppage time goals in this World Cup. It's remarkable, isn't it? Over the head of Daniel Van Buiten. As he looks for a bit of sympathy, not getting any from Nicola Rizzoli, the Italian referee.
So yeah, Van Buiten now has come up as an additional striker just to use his height to try to create something.
Alderweireld under pressure from Palacio. Down goes Courtois. Company from the back to Witsel.
Yeah, I like that from Messi, stepping up and making things difficult.
Vertonghen. The idea was to play it to Lukaku. Here's De Bruyne. All hands on deck for Argentina. There's been a solidity about them. Haven't given Belgium much of a look in an attacking sense.
They've done an excellent job of winning all those second balls. When you just think that a flick or a deflection is going to fall to a Belgian player in advanced position, there always seems to be a white and blue shirt around him. They challenge everything in the air. They might not win it, but they make it extremely difficult. There's just the block from Demichelis on Van Buiten, comfortably going back to Romero.
Well, Mark Wilmots wanted the decision. It wasn't forthcoming, and Basanta just wastes a few more seconds. Argentina nearly there. Company. Long ball towards Fellaini. Belgian throw-in. Taken by De Bruyne. Would Argentina get it again? Biglia. It's good, clever play by Palacio. And they might be able to finish it here, Argentina. Lionel Messi has the freedom of the stadium here in Brasilia. Thwarted, though, by Courtois. That would have been that.
Well, Courtois has had Messi's number the last 7 games. In Spain, League Cup, Supercopa. Messi has been unable to score on Courtois. There was the opportunity to break that streak, but Courtois comes up big to keep his team in the game.
De Bruyne. Well, this is it for Belgium. You've got to feel. Mertens pushing it through. Lukaku. And somehow Argentina stab it away. Garay was back there. Witsel. Argentinian hearts and mouths. But Witsel unable to find the target.
Well, that big body of Lukaku, everybody thinks he's offside. Michaelis does a good job of standing him up, taking him to a poor angle. He has to put the cross in. Argentina then clear the original danger. It's a tough opportunity for Witsel on the half volley from that kind of distance. But here was the chance. We said Messi would probably get another opportunity. Courtois comes up big and makes the save.
It's fallen beautifully for Palacio. Well, he's wasted a few more seconds.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. He had Messi open. They could have just dribbled it around and taken that time away.
Full time. 24 yawning years since the last time. Argentina will make their semi-final return. The Belgian bubble burst. Argentina have done it the difficult way, without Di Maria for most of this match, without Aguero from the start, and it was Gonzalo Higuain who delivered for Alejandro Zabella, just as he was called upon to do so. It's a sore one for Belgium, but the future is bright, undoubtedly, for the Red Devils. Argentina go marching on to the last 4, where they'll face the winners of the Netherlands-Costa Rica quarter-final to be played later. Genuine tension. Argentina prevail. Back to you, Bob Lee.
Derek, pulsating drama. Belgium at the death, giving it everything they had. At one point in the second half, Argentina went nearly 40 minutes between shot attempts. For the first time since 1970, there are 2 South American teams in the semifinal round of the World Cup. Vincent Kompany, the captain and his trainer in Belgium, which eliminated the United States, up against Argentina here in South America. And for Argentina, 82 plus stoppage time minutes, 87 plus minutes of defending the lead they got in Gonzalo Higuain's goal. And the tens of thousands of Argentines, some with tickets, some just with a ticket to the beach here in Rio de Janeiro. The party is just beginning. It will be long, loud, and raucous. About 2 miles from that site, right down the beach at the fan zone. We welcome you back to our Copacabana Beach studios in company with Roberto Martinez and Santi Solari. Congratulations, Santi. Proud Argentine, 11 caps for his nation. I'm Bob Lee. Well, wasn't exactly diesel fumes in the air from the Argentine bus, but there was a 40-minute stretch in that match in the second half with Argentina. They had what they needed. They had the goal. Leo Messi could have made it 2-0. Belgium came late, and Argentina defended and held on.
Yes, it wasn't the best football match we could see, but it was a very professional performance. Argentina didn't allow in the second half not a single one of those very dangerous transitions that Belgium can do. And You know, it's the quarterfinals or the semifinals or the final, and the team that commits the less mistakes and takes advantage of their own qualities better is the team that advances.
But I think it's important to point out that Alejandro Sabella made 3 important changes, and they work. I think in the first half, this Argentina side, we were talking before the tournament, it wasn't right. 2 strikers and Messi didn't look balanced. Today we got a striker, Lavezzi, working really hard for the team and allowing Messi and Higuain. That for me, it looked the player of Argentinian side. Di Michelis coming on, made a big difference in the way that they can play from the back, and
Biglia too, yes.
Huge difference in midfield. So great positives for second half, as economical as you can get, and none of those performances for romantics or purists, just effective, but you want to see Argentina showing a bit more and
it's not
taking more
easy
risks.
doing that neither. I mean, making such a professional performance in the second half and not allowing such a good team as Belgium play, it's not that easy. I mean, it's not a nice game to
It's not
watch.
artistic, but it took a lot of effort to do what Argentina is, what you're saying, right?
You see that, we saw that with Germany against France as well.
Yeah, and of course the late substitutions from Belgium made it interesting down the moments, but Plaza San Martin in Buenos Aires on a day that's been raining. No. Welcome to the heavens, the final whistle. Argentina are through. Leo Messi, another step closer to the trophy that might elevate him finally to the level of Diego Armando Maradona.
The 2014 FIFA World Cup is brought to you by Adidas, All In or Nothing, and in part by Head & Shoulders. Play on with Head & Shoulders, the world's #1 shampoo.